Hello everyone, I am Dipankar Datta and today the topic that I have taken to discuss is direct and indirect speech. तो दोस्तों आज हम डायरेक्ट एंड इनडायरेक्ट समझेंगे आसान शब्दों में in a very easy language I'll make you understand and step by step we'll learn it because most of the times we've seen that how children remain bit confused about it and they make lot of errors, right? And there are a lot of things that have to be taken care of, like where we have to make changes in the tenses. I mean, we are also supposed to make changes in pronouns as well, and adverbs also have to be changed. Plus, we have to also see what kind of statement, what kind of sentences are there in the inverted commas. So let us start it from the beginning only. I'll tell you. From the very first step only we'll start, and the basic things that we'll start today, we'll try and understand the direct indirect speech. So first of all we would like to know what is a speech or narration. Speech or narration is the statement of the speaker, right? And we have two ways to express uh, what is stated by a person. Either we express it in his original words without making any changes. So whenever we are conveying the message without making any changes in the speaker's statement, that is called direct speech. And when we make some changes, certain changes we make and convey the message in our own words, and we make some changes in the speaker's words, then that would be indirect speech. Okay, so on the board only I'll show you how uh, you know what is direct speech and what is indirect speech. Like I write over here, Ram said, I will go. A simple statement I've given over here. So this is an example of direct speech. A direct speech in which there will be inverted commas. I mean, it has two parts. This part in which the speaker is saying, the speaker is there. This part is called reporting verb. And what the speaker has spoken and what remains there in the inverted commas, the sentence that is there in the inverted commas, that is reported speech. So this is an example of direct speech. The direct speech is one in which we don't make any changes in the speaker's statement. No changes are made and we convey it exactly the way it is without making any changes. And the example of indirect speech I'll show. The same sentence, I mean, I'm going to change this into indirect speech. Ram said that he would go. We'll discuss the changes in tenses later, but here I'm just to show you what is an indirect speech. So this is an example of indirect speech. So we remove the inverted commas in the indirect speech, and you've seen that we have made some changes. We have made the changes in pronoun, and we have also changed the tense. Will has been converted into would. Okay, so the basic understanding or the parts of direct speech that we know, that it has two parts. One is reporting verb, which is outside the inverted commas, and the other one is the reported speech, that is inside the inverted commas. And children, in this part we will as we know that there are four types of sentences, so we will deal with these statements. Okay, in the next explanation of mine I will make you understand with the other example, with the other types of sentences, like we'll take up questions and then we'll take exclamatory sentences and imperative sentences. So we'll go step by step so that you can have all your doubts cleared. Okay. So let me simplify it by simply telling you that where we make changes and where we don't make changes in the tenses. कहाँ हम टेंस में चेंज करते हैं और कहाँ पे हम टेंस में चेंज नहीं करते. तो सबसे पहले हम इनको क्लासिफाई कर लेते हैं कि ऐसे कौन से केसेस है जहाँ पर हम टेंस में रिपोर्टेड स्पीच को जब हम किसी डायरेक्ट स्पीच को इनडायरेक्ट स्पीच में कन्वर्ट करते हैं तो हमें टेंस में बदलाव की भी जरूरत पड़ती है. बट ऐसे कौन से केसेस है जिसमें हमें टेंस में बदलाव करने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती. तो देखते हैं केसेस ऑफ no change in tense. So हम पहले इसको सिंप्लीफाई करते हैं कि केसेस ऑफ चेंजेस देखेंगे, फिर केसेस ऑफ, सबसे पहले तो हम केसेस ऑफ नो चेंजेस करते हैं, फिर बाद में हम केसेस ऑफ चेंजेस इन टेंसेस, जब हम डायरेक्ट स्पीच को इनडायरेक्ट स्पीच में बदलते हैं. सबसे पहले हमने ले लिया है केसेस ऑफ नो चेंज इन टेंस. सो फर्स्ट केस ये होगा व्हेन द रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब, हमने आपको अभी थोड़ी देर पहले ही बताया है कि रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब कौन सा पार्ट होता है डायरेक्ट स्पीच का, जो इन्वर्टेड कॉमास के बाहर होता है. व्हेन द रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब इज इन प्रेजेंट टेंस. नॉर्मली ये सिंपल प्रेजेंट टेंस में हो सकता है, लेकिन हमने ये बताया कि कोई भी प्रेजेंट टेंस में अगर ये होता है, अगर रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब, अगर सबसे पहले हमें यही देखना होता है कि रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब कौन से टेंस में है. राइट. रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब अगर प्रेजेंट टेंस में है तो हम टेंस में, यानी कि जब हम डायरेक्ट स्पीच को इनडायरेक्ट स्पीच में बदलेंगे तो उसके टेंस में कोई बदलाव नहीं करेंगे. अदर चेंजेस जरूर होंगे, जैसे प्रोनाउन में चेंजेस होंगे, लेकिन रिपोर्टिंग जो आपका टेंस है रिपोर्टेड स्पीच का, जिसको जब हम इनडायरेक्ट नरेशन में चेंज करेंगे तो उसमें कोई हम बदलाव नहीं करेंगे. जैसे एग्जांपल फर्स्ट केस क्या है, व्हेन द रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब इज इन प्रेजेंट टेंस. ओके. एक एग्जांपल लेते हैं. रोहन सेज I will not go to school today, or simply I write only I will not go to school. So Rohan says I will not go to school. So I change it into indirect narration. रोहन, इसमें जो अगर हम देखते हैं रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब में कोई अगर ऑब्जेक्ट नहीं है तो उस केस में, और हम ये भी देखते हैं कि जैसे मैंने आपको शुरू में बताया था कि हम स्टेटमेंट वाले केसेस डील करेंगे. तो स्टेटमेंट अगर है इन्वर्टेड कॉमास के अंदर, क्योंकि आज हम सारी चीजें स्टेटमेंट से ही डील कर रहे हैं, तो बाकी के स्लाइड्स में हम क्वेश्चंस के साथ, क्वेश्चंस हैं, फिर इंपेरेटिव सेंटेंसेस है और आपका एक्सक्लेमेटरी सेंटेंसेस है, वो अलग स्लाइड्स में हम डिस्कस करेंगे. तो लेट अस जस्ट मेक इट वेरी क्लियर that now today we are dealing with the statements. In the inverted commas we have the statement, and in this case the reporting verb says will be changed into, if there is an object then it will remain says only, because we know that there is a statement. Okay. And if suppose there is an object, then in that case says will change into tells, or if it is past then said will be changed into told. Okay. So Rohan, we keep says as it is. Rohan says, and it will be introduced by the conjunction that. Okay, for statement we'll be using that to remove the inverted commas. That, and I will be changed according to the, whenever there is a first person pronoun, it will change according to the subject of the reporting verb. So I will change according to the subject of the reporting verb. So it will change to he. tense will not be changed because we know that reporting verb is in present tense. So the first and foremost thing that we have to see is the reporting verb, whether it is in the tense of the reporting verb we have to see. ओके सो आप ये जरूर चेक करिए कि रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब कौन से टेंस में है. अगर रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब प्रेजेंट टेंस में है तो हमें जब हम डायरेक्ट स्पीच को इनडायरेक्ट स्पीच में चेंज करेंगे तो उसके टेंस में कोई बदलाव नहीं करेंगे, जैसे ये फर्स्ट हमने एग्जांपल देखा है. ओके फ्रेंड्स, अब आप ये देखें कि दूसरा कौन सा एग्जांपल है, दूसरा कौन सा केस है जहां पर हम रिपोर्टेड स्पीच के टेंस में बदलाव नहीं करेंगे जब हम उसको इनडायरेक्ट स्पीच में चेंज करेंगे. When the reporting verb is in future tense. जब रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब फ्यूचर टेंस में होंगे तब भी हम रिपोर्टेड स्पीच के टेंस में कोई चेंजेस नहीं करेंगे. ओके जैसे अगर हम लिखते हैं द टीचर विल से I will take test today. Okay, so here again we know that in reporting verb there is no object, so say will remain as it is only, and since there is a statement in the inverted commas, the teacher will say that he will take test that day. Today will be changed to that day. Okay, all other changes will be there. The change in the tense will not be done, right? So apart from these two cases wherein we don't make any change in the tense of the reported speech when we change them into indirect speech, there is another scenario wherein we don't make any change in the tense of the reported speech. What is that? Let us see. जो तीसरा सिचुएशन या तीसरा केस है जहां पर हम टेंस में कोई चेंज नहीं करते हैं, और इसमें ये बात ध्यान रखना है आपको कि अगर रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब भले ही पास में हो तब भी हम टेंस में चेंज नहीं करेंगे. अगर रिपोर्टेड स्पीच में अगर ऐसी कोई बात लिखी है, कोई जनरल ट्रूथ है, कोई यूनिवर्सल ट्रूथ है, तो उस केस में हम उसके टेंस को चेंज नहीं करेंगे. ओके जैसे टीचर सेड द अर्थ revolves around the sun. So friend, this is an example. We see in the reported speech there is a universal truth, and the tense of this universal truth will not be changed, right? So we have to be also very careful. We have to see what kind of sentence is there in that, though we are dealing, as I said earlier also, that we are dealing with statements. Okay, and we also have to see the kind of whether it is universal truth. If it is a universal truth, then again we will not be changing the tense of the reported speech, even though the reporting verb is in past tense, because we make changes in the tense when the reporting verb is in past tense. As we say that reporting verb, whenever the reporting verb is in present tense or future tense, there will be no change in the tense of the reported speech. And the third scenario wherein we don't make any changes in the tense of the reported speech is when there is a universal truth in the inverted commas. Teacher said that the earth revolves around the sun. इन्वर्टेड कॉमास यहाँ से रिमूव हो जाएंगे. दैट, जैसे कि मैंने बताया कि कंजंक्शन दैट यूज होगा इन्वर्टेड कॉमास को हटाने के लिए. हमने यहाँ देखा कि भले ही रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब पास्ट में है, नॉर्मली रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब अगर पास्ट में है तो टेंस में चेंज होगी, लेकिन यहाँ पे रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब पास्ट में होने के बावजूद भी टेंस में चेंज इसलिए नहीं हो रहा है क्योंकि जो इन्वर्टेड कॉमास में जो स्टेटमेंट है वो एक यूनिवर्सल ट्रूथ है. तो 3 केसेस हैं. बच्चों आपको ध्यान रखना है कि अगर रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब प्रेजेंट टेंस में है तो हम टेंस में कोई चेंज नहीं करेंगे रिपोर्टेड स्पीच के. अगर रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब फ्यूचर टेंस में है, अगेन वी वोंट बी मेकिंग एनी चेंजेस इन द टेंस ऑफ द रिपोर्टेड स्पीच. And if there is a universal truth in the inverted commas, we will not be making any changes in the tense of the reported speech when we change them into indirect narration. Okay, even though the reporting verb is in past tense, so we have to be very careful about it. Plus, I have also discussed with you that if in the reporting verb we know that we are currently dealing with statements. Okay, and in the reporting verb there is no object, then said will remain as it is only. Okay, if there is an object, the said to will be changed into told. Okay, so these are the cases wherein we don't make any change in the tense of the reported speech. And there is another scenario wherein we don't make any change in the tense of the reported speech, though that is situation dependent. Like whenever we are talking about any such event or any such activity which has got a present or future relevance, then also we don't make any change in the tense of the reported speech. Supposing that in the inverted commas something we are talking about which is yet to happen or which is having some relevance in the future, though about which we have already talked in the past. Okay, so in such scenario also we don't make any changes in the tense of the reported speech. Now we are going to see the cases of changes in tenses. Cases of changes in tenses. Cases of changes in tense. Okay, so cases of changes in tense. इसमें if reporting verb is in past tense, so change in tense will take place. Changes in tense of the reported speech will happen. Okay, so if reporting verb is in past tense, there will be change in the tense of the reported speech. How the changes will take, we should be able to identify the tenses in this. Suppose if there is a simple present tense, it will be changed into simple past. Okay, if there is a present continuous tense in the inverted commas in the reported speech, then it will be changed into past continuous tense. Okay, and if there is a present perfect tense, it will be changed into past perfect tense. Okay, and if there is a present perfect continuous tense, it will be changed into past perfect continuous tense. Okay, and suppose if there is in the inverted commas simple past is there, then it will be changed into past perfect tense. These rules will be there in your mind when you do a lot of practice, right? Otherwise, in the situation of less practice, or when you don't regularly practice, then in that case you will be forgetting all this. So you have to just practice this, and you should be able to identify the tenses. So simple past will tense, if there is a simple past tense in the inverted commas, it will be changed into past perfect tense. And if there is a past continuous tense, it will be changed into past perfect continuous tense. In this, you should be able to identify the tenses. If suppose you are not able to identify the tenses, then there will be problem. Okay. So past continuous tense will change into past perfect continuous tense. If there is a past perfect tense, it will remain as it is. Past perfect will remain as it is. And if there is a past perfect continuous tense, it will also remain as it is. And we see other changes will also take place, like will change into would, modal auxiliaries will be changed, can will be changed into could, may will be changed into might, must will be changed into had to. So let me write it down, what are the other changes that takes place. मैं आपको इसके लिए एक्सरसाइजेस भी लिंक में प्रोवाइड कर दूंगा, जो डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में लिंक प्रोवाइड कर दूंगा, आप उनको प्रैक्टिस करिए और रेगुलर प्रैक्टिस करिए ताकि आप इस पे मास्टरी हासिल करें. ओके, तो ये बहुत ज़रूरी है कि आप इसको रेगुलर प्रैक्टिस करें. जैसे आप देखते हैं कि जो मॉडल ऑक्सिलरीज है, विल किस में चेंज होगा, वुड में. मे किस में चेंज होगा, माइट में. मस्ट विल बी चेंज इनटू हैड टू. ओके, कैन विल बी चेंज इनटू could. Shall will be changed into should, or if suppose there is a change in subject, it will be would. Either should will be there or would will be there. Okay, so I write both here, both the options, should or would. There are changes in adverbs also that we have to see. I'm going to write it down over here only. Will apply not just to statements but also all other types of sentences. So today will be changed into that day. Yesterday will be changed into the previous day. Like tonight will be changed into the previous night, and tomorrow will be changed into the coming day. Now will be changed into then, right? So these are the changes which will happen, which will be done, which should be done if these changes will be there. And let us now turn to the type of sentence. For statements, as I said that today I'll take up statements. So for statements, let us just do some examples of statements. As I earlier also said that we have to use that conjunction, that will be used to remove the inverted commas. Said to will be changed into either it will remain, if there is no object in the reporting verb, then it will remain as it is, or it will be changed into told. So for statements, you have to take care of these things. Reporting verb, the reporting verb said to will be changed into told or stated if there is a statement. Okay, and this is also only when when if there is a object in the, if there is an object in the reporting verb. If there is no object in the reporting verb, then in that case said to will remain as it is, or say will remain as it is. Okay, and conjunction that will be used to remove the that will be there to remove the inverted commas, to remove the inverted commas. Okay, so let us do some examples of statements. These are the rules for statements, and as I said that how changes will take place, that also we have seen, so we'll keep in mind those rules as well. तो स्टेटमेंट्स या ये कहें कि असर्टिव सेंटेंसेस है, जैसे इसमें आपका पहले ही बता चुका हूँ कि अगर मैं आपको एग्जांपल्स देता हूँ, आई से टू हिम यू आर ए गुड बॉय, आर ए गुड बॉय. Okay, so first thing that we have to see that reporting verb, whether it is in present tense or past tense. If it is in present tense, then be sure that you are not going to change the tense of the reported speech. Okay, so I say to him, and also said that this reporting verb has an object there, so it will be changed into I, since there is a statement. The next step is to see in the inverted commas whether there is a what kind of a sentence is there. Now we know that since we are dealing with the statement, so we have to be very sure that here we have to write I told him, since this is in present tense, so I write I tell him that you, since it is a second person pronoun, it will be changed according to the object of the reporting verb. So you will change according to object of the reporting verb, and we know that you is being used as a subject of the reported speech. So we need a replacement for a subject only. So we know that the three forms of him, like this is an objective form, and the subjective form will be he. So we'll write I tell him that he is a good boy. Okay, so you see here reporting verb say to has been changed into tell him, and that is written there to remove the inverted commas, and we have not made any change in the tense because we know that reporting verb is in present tense. Okay, अब केसेस ऑफ चेंजेस भी हम कुछ देख लेते हैं स्टेटमेंट में, जिसमें हम टेंस में चेंज करते हैं. जैसे हम लिखते हैं मोहन सेड इट हैज बीन रेनिंग heavily. Okay, so Mohan said, because there is no object in the reporting verb and we know there is a statement in the inverted commas, Mohan said that, and that will be used for statements. Mohan said that it had been, since the tense is present perfect continuous tense, so it will be changed into past perfect continuous tense. So Mohan said that it had been raining heavily. Okay, so this is how we have to keep the rules in mind. I mean, we have to see the reporting verb first, and since we made it very clear that reporting verb, if it is in past tense, so we are going to make change in the tense of the reported speech. We also know that we are dealing with the statements only, so to remove the inverted commas in case of statements, we have to use that. But before that, the reporting verb said will be changed into either it will remain as it is if there is no object in the reporting verb. Okay, otherwise it would have been changed into told or stated. Okay, like if I write some more sentences here, father said, I will reach hospital I will reach hospital a little later. Little later. Okay, so this is the direct speech, and I'm going to change it into indirect speech. Father said that he will be changed into would reach hospital a little later. A little later. Okay, so we are supposed to, I mean, we should do more and more practice statement. It's very easy to convert the direct speeches containing statements, the reported speeches containing statements to into indirect speech, right? So the things that we have to keep in mind is said to will change into told, and for every whenever we are changing a direct speech into indirect speech, we have to see that whether the we have to see the tense of the reporting verb. If the reporting verb is in present tense, there won't be any change in the tense of the reported speech. If the reporting verb is in future tense, there won't be again any change in the tense of the reported speech. And if there is a universal truth written in the inverted commas or in the reported speech, again there will be no change in the tense of the reported speech. So first of a type we are dealing with is the statements, and you know that in case of statement, the said to will be changed into told, and then that will be written to remove the inverted commas, and changes in tense will take place as per the rule, I mean, that I have shown to you a short while ago. Only I have shown it to you. Okay, so friends, I'll provide you more exercises on statements, how to convert the direct speeches containing, I mean, the reported speeches containing statements into indirect narration. Okay, so we have to do more and more practice, and I hope you have understood the rules quite easily, and now it will be very simple or easy for you to do direct speeches, I mean, convert the direct speeches into indirect speeches, especially since today we have dealt with the statements. So in my next slide, in my next video, I'll discuss with you the other type of sentences, right? So we'll see. Bye bye till then, and I would request you all to like and share the video as many times as possible, and also do share your comments. If something you didn't understand, please you do write over there so that I could see them, and next time in my next video I'll be able to sort it out. Okay, thank you so much. Take very good care of yourself. Bye bye.